Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with two collections in one video. I'm going to show you both the Take Note collection and the Crafty Babe collection, and I did merge them together to make a lot of my cards. I even made some scrapbook layouts. Crafty Babe is another collaboration with Spellbinders and Simple Stories, and it does include dies plus Take Note. What a fun collection. So both of these are working so well together. So let's take a look at all my examples. But before I get started, Kit Club is open to new subscriptions until the 27th of the month. I'll link my Kit Club video here. Kit Club is a fabulous nautical kit club for June. Love it. 2 thumbs up. Alrighty, crafters, let's go right into this video. Let's get started. This is the entirety of both the Take Note collection and the Crafty Babe collection. So the Take Note collection is strictly Spellbinders. Take Note includes dies, Better Press Sentiment, and Better Press, all with this journal feel. So if you do journaling, this is a fantastic collection for you. And then the Simple Stories collab with Spellbinders for the Crafty Babe. This one is giving Barbie. You see Barbie right there? And the Barbie colors with the Barbie font. Yes, so it has a little bit of Barbie in it. Even here, you could see like Barbie. So this is really, really fun. Kids are out of school right now for summer. This is a great collection for your tweens, teens, and more. Because some of us in our older age, we love a good Barbie too. Thumbs up, I'm one of them. There is also 2 die sets. Crafty tools, which you get scissors, washi, glue, and also a paintbrush. Really, really cute. This one is called Labels and Icons. And here, this is really for like journaling. You could definitely use this too. If you do Happy Planner and you want to bring in some die cut pieces, this is fun right here too. All of this can work in your Happy Planner if you wanted to scrapbook in that as well. Let me talk about the Crafty Babe real quick. So Crafty Babe, the 12x12 collection kit. It does say 85 pieces, crafters. Just know if you like this, it's only 6 sheets double-sided. So it's a small collection. There may be a bigger offering available. I'll put different ways that it's offered below. But the main little pack that you would get, this one is not 12, it's 6 sheets. So you're going to see scraps because I did use it. But these are the patterns front and back, okay? So super duper pretty. Used off most of this, as you can see, because I made some 12x12 layouts and also some cards. And I mixed these two together because the Take Note and this goes very well. See the Barbie font? Love this sheet right here. Love. I love the black and then the pops of pink and the color. See the Barbie goodness? Barbie goodness. Here's another one. And then look at the back. Love. And it's hot pink, okay? Yes, so it is fun. Look at this one with the 4x4 and then some tags too. Flip over, look at the florals. And then there she is, Barbie, and all of these little bits on the sticker sheet. In the past, if I was to use this kit for a mini album, I'd have to buy 4 packs of this because I would need to have a lot of sheets available, okay? There's also some super fun ephemera 3D foam stickers. Love. Yes, I used a bunch of it, but still have a lot left to play with. Then there is the Crafty Babe Big Bits. There are all the bits. You get Polaroids, Polaroid camera, the Volkswagen bus, Scooby-Doo. A tag, this big Stanley cup that says Crafty Babe, so fun. And then there is the Crafty Babe Bits and Pieces. This is fun as well. There's a lot of bits and pieces. You're going to see a lot of it in my example, okay? It does have the same Volkswagen, the Stanley cup, the Polaroid, and then lots of other fun bits. And I love the viewfinder little circle. But funny enough, this viewfinder is over here in Take Note. You see it? The real color dies. So I'll go into that one in a second. And then there is decorative brads. I use some of it. And there's also glitter enamel dots. Very pretty. This, fun. Fun. Perfect for summer crafting with your kids if you want to do something because they're at home with you every single day. And now let's take a look at Take Note. So here there are 3 die sets. Push pin notes die. Fabulous. This one here is a winner. This is your post-it in a die with a 3D effect. I believe this is designed by Josie. It's a winner. You can use this for everything. You can use this as a tag on gift bags. You can use it for your journaling. Mini album makers, this is a fun one too. Scrapbookers, this is also a fun one because you can journal in here. Fun, 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 fun. 3 inches by 3 inches, okay? This little piece gives you the, when the page flips up kind of, so you can do a different color in here. This little push pin, this all layers up to be a 3D push pin. Super fun. So this is called Push Pin Notes Die. This one is the real color die. So this one will give you the viewfinder, but bigger. This is 4 1/4 inch. And then these are the bits that you can layer in here, and you do get the embossed detail. All of this is super duper fun. I use the pattern paper to layer up these bits, okay? And then there is the torn paper edges. If you love your distressed look, this one is super fun. This is 6 inches tall, okay? You get 3 different styles. Love this one too. I did use that on my 12 by 12 layout too. Love. You could use this as well. Because there's no end to it, you could use it as a run-on for 12 inches. Love that too. So it gives you that torn edge look. Then there is the Real Color Sentiments press plate. This is what it looks like pressed out. These are the sentiments. So you can press or glimmer die cut once. It does say create memories 1 frame at a time. Coming back into that. Isn't that fun? Fun, fun, fun. And if you have the Say Cheese camera die, I will put a link for it below. Crafters, everything I'm talking about, I'll detail and link below. That Say Cheese camera, which has gone on super duper sale, that one can work within this collection as well. So some of these sentiments can also work with that die. And that's a really fun die too. Works seamlessly with all of this. So you can pull that one out too and make some fun. I didn't use it in my examples. I probably should have. And then crafters, 3 new fun Better Press backgrounds, all with the journal feel. There is Take Note, Place and Press registration. So that means that I do have a registration template for it. Here is for the sentiment, and you get these little sentiments here. This is the line that would be here for like a note card, or you could just leave it like this and have it look like a post-it too. Really, really fun. These are all made to work on an A2 card base, and I believe I had pressed them all out. This is called the Journal Grid Place and Press registration. This is fun too. I don't know why it needed registration though, to be honest with you. See, I would just put precision layering, which is exactly what I did on this. I guess for the alignment or something, but the magnetic chase, it does show you how to center it for an A2, okay? Super duper duper fun. These two are timeless winners. Here's another timeless one, but this one has a more graphic detail because it's splatter. This one is called the Memo Splatter Press Plate. Fun too. This is really, really cool. This would work very well with the Road Legend collection. That one is fun. Let me link the collection here. That was perfect for Father's Day with all the vintage cars. I did something close to this. So that's 3 backgrounds. All right, now let's take a look at my examples. I'm going to start off with my cards first. First up, now this card looks, you know, it has this graphic detail because of the grid, but then there's a lot of product here. So I was mixing, matching, playing, and having fun within this collection. Here is the Real Color die. Because this is 4 1/4 inch, I didn't want it to be from end to end. So what I did was crop it, and I cropped it at a specific place because if you notice, there's numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes all the way around to 7. But look how it cuts so well. And then here's the pattern paper, the Crafty Babe pattern paper cut with this. This is also from the Crafty Babe, the ephemera, and this as well. I love the colorway. So to tone down all this color, I came in with a touch of black, some blue, and then partly cloudy cardstock. This is essential cardstock, okay? So it's not color wheel, but this I think really ties in the whole thing together. For the Journal Grid Place and Press, all I did was just press this out with Cosmic Sky Better Press ink on A2 cotton card panel. It's so pretty here in that almost navy blue. I didn't want it in black because there's lots of black already here. I think the blue works so well. So that's a Journal Grid press plate. Look how pretty that is. And you can feel it too. Texture. Love that. Then the sentiment, Happy Birthday, Let's Capture the Joy, comes from the Real Color Sentiments press plate and die. Press this out on cotton card with black Better Press ink. This is also from the ephemera pack, the Polaroid. I did pop this up and I did pop this up. Then now for the outside here, I wanted that detail, which I so love. Perfect touch rectangles. How many times have I said this? So fabulous. Largest die is an A2, 4¼ 5½ inch. Comes in 6 more times to a tag. This tag can work fabulously in this little collection too, on scrapbook layouts and everything else, cards, mini albums, and more. So this was perfect here with the partly clouded. I didn't want it so plain because I wanted just that little detail because of this detail. To keep the grid straight and these 2 layers, I'm coming into my favorite precision layering A2 sets A and B. Put this one on your wish list if you don't own it already. She's fantastic. She works very well in your die cut machine. At these bigger sizes, she doesn't do all this bending and all that too. So the largest die in set A is an A2, 4¼ 5½ inch. Largest die in set B is 1/8 of an inch shorter. That's what you're seeing here, but we aren't seeing the largest die. We're seeing like this one and then one of this, maybe 3 coming in to do these layers, okay? And when you get that 1/8 of an inch increment, you're really at 1/16 of an inch all the way around. If you stay with only one set, then you're at 1/4 of an inch spacing, which is really 1/8 of an inch all the way around. On a tight budget, I always say get set A first because the largest die is an A2, then eventually get set B. I love this little card. Even the sentiment comes from the Crafty Babe ephemera. So it says, Crafty World, happy birthday, let's capture the joy. Isn't that a fun A2 card? I think that's so fun. All right, let's go into the next card. Okay, crafters, card number 2 features some goodies from both collections. So from Take Note, I have the beautiful little Post-it, but they call it the push pin notes. I guess they didn't want to call it Post-it because Post-it is trademark, but I'm calling it the Post-it die. Look how fabulous it is on an A2. So you could say a lot in here. Here I have it pressed out on Seaside color wheel cardstock. This is waterfall color wheel cardstock with black Better Press ink, and I did use the sentiment Dear Friend. I pressed it out with the black, and then this line right here was pressed out with a light colored Altenew ink, which goes very well with this. That's why it's so subtle. For the sentiment, I did use a registration and did Dear Friend. Isn't that fun? So that's the Take Note place and press registration. You see the little push pin? Look at that 3D push pin. That's all layers of this over here. Fabulous. And then I did put a little pop dot underneath here just to, you know, raise it up to this height. So super fun. So that's the push pin notes. The sentiment comes from the Real Color sentiment. So I put the sentiment right here. Your kindness brightens my world. And this is a card I would give to a crafter actually. And then I decided to have fun with both of the die sets from Crafty Babe. Here is the washi. All of this makes that. So the washi comes in layers, okay? But it's really worth the effort because it's really pretty. You could stack a bunch of washi for a crafty friend. Yes, go the extra mile and do all the layers. And then here is the little bottle because they'll look at this and go, wow, what is that? And then they realize that they could customize the washi. Super fun. You see how the paper back here is acting like a neutral? That black pattern paper from Crafty Babe? Love that too. Here is from over this one, the labels and icons. Love, love, love. Then I brought in some of the gems here on the little glue bottle, and the gems match right there. Yay! Love, love, love this card. I would give this to a crafty friend in an instant. This is fabulous. And crafters, for the layers, you see the pattern paper running a certain way? Again, I came on with precision layering. This is only set A I'm using. Largest die out here in the black cardstock. Second die is right here. Love! So pretty. So for the next card, crafters, I did not go into Crafty Babe, but I did use up all of those Better Press backgrounds. So for this one, I'm using the Memo Splatter Press Plate. This is pressed out on porcelain cotton card with Thunder, which is the gray Better Press ink. Look how fabulous this is. I wanted it to be muted. I didn't want this to be in black to compete with what's happening here. That's why I love to use Thunder Better Press ink. It just offers that perfect shade of gray. I just love this detail. This is a fun one if you do a lot of mixed media too, and you want to make a lot of panels, perfect for mixed media. You don't have to be sitting there making your own background. You could add more ink to it if you wish, or paint and splatter more, but I think it's gorgeous and quick. So that's the Memo Splatter Press Plate. And then push pin. This one I kept solid this time. So you can see the difference when you use the background and here. I think both of them are fun. This is Pink Sand Essential Cardstock with Dahlia. The colorway on this card is pink, black, white, and a splash of gray. I think that's very, very pretty too. And look at the push pin again, all the layers in black. Love. I did bring on gems this time, 2 sentiments. Imagination starts here because I had this open space. Celebrate life in full color. Isn't that fun? And then to cut the layers that you see here, again, precision layering, A2 sets A and B for all these layers. You see the A2 layer here, then the tight layer of pink, and then the graphic detail cut out with these dies. Love. So those are my 3 cards. Now let's look into my 12 by 12 layouts. First up, here's my 12 by 12 layout. I have 3 of them to show you. This was back in my scrapbooking days. Look how fun this is. Look at the purple. Love all the purple. So the purple is working with all of this going on too. Here is my crafty roomie and bestie. That's Karen. We just love to room with each other and go to these crops and have fun. We haven't gone to our crop recently. We were talking about we need to go back to another crop. I've always loved die cutting ever since I started really crafting seriously. Even back then when I first started scrapbooking, I love to bring dies on my 12 by 24 layout, but this one I did as a 12 by 12. So here you're seeing the washi tape, the glue from the Crafty Tools die. I brought it in here because this is a crop layout, a scrapbook layout. Here is the torn paper edges, and I put it here. And here I did crop the picture down. The picture is a little bit long because I wanted space for the big sentiment that says create. This is the foam sticker. That's foam sticker. That's foam sticker. This is the ephemera working right here. Because right here was so flat, that's why I brought the glue on too. And then I brought in pink and purple. Love. And at our crops, they'll do like photo backdrops. Isn't that fun? And just tons and tons of fun. And here is the pattern paper throughout. So this page was already done with this detail. That's why you didn't see it, because I used it. I love this layout. And here is a nice piece of that big bit ephemera. You could put a photograph in here too, but I think the puffy heart makes it so fun. I love the colorway. I love this layout. This is super fun. I have to show her this. Up next, here I have another 12 by 12 layout using the sticker. These 2 images, Barbie and the flower, comes from here, the decorative brads. And then up here, so these are more like a chipboard sticker. And then up here, this is the puffy sticker that says paper, stickers, washi, chipboard, die cuts, and stamps. And then here's a photograph, kind of tilted and worked with. And here I put another one of the foam stickers, pattern paper in the back, pattern paper right here, that Barbie black and white, my favorite, my second favorite, and another favorite. And then up here, I put a little sticker and just did a collage. I think this is so fun. This is one of the cutter parts already with I'm Totally Fabulous Crafty Girl. This is just so fun. Crafty Babe is a fun one to play with. And you can mix and match all these patterns and it works so well. Here's another layout. Instead of using the torn paper die, I just ripped the paper. I love this little flower detail with the black and then the pops of color. And then here's the hot pink, foam, more foam. And then here's a 5 by 7 photograph. So if you don't want to put a bunch of photographs, there's nothing wrong with using a 5 by 7 or an 8 by 10 and put it in here. This could fit an 8 by 10 and be done. This could start the first page in your scrapbook layout, especially at that sizing, 5 by 7 or 8 by 10. This was at Disney a few years back. You see how this is going back together with that? Love that. And then up here, the puffy sticker that says share your story. I think this layout is a great way to start off a scrapbook. So super duper fun. And then I did mat it with black cardstock and I did pop it up. So super fun, right? Hope you're seeing all my layouts. So let me review the layouts again, just in case my camera didn't get the whole 12 by 12. And my first one, this is another favorite too. I love the turquoise and the pops of the pink. I think this is just uber fun. I'm having fun scrapbooking, crafters, with Spellbinders. And in Summer Crafters, here are the 3 cards too. This is even like almost scrapbooking. You notice collaging, kind of collaging, but still having fun. So this is a great collection. Take notes, like I said, is great for your journaling, scrapbooking, mini album, and making cards. And then Crafty Babe, just so much fun. If you love a collection that's easy to work with and that is made for scrapbooking and such and just having fun with, Crafty Babe is your winner right here. This one, fun, all the bits and everything. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you love both collections, Take Note and Crafty Babes. 2 thumbs up for fun. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye!